Moving on to the other great issue of the year, Ayodhya, which is surfaced towards the end with the Prime Minister's statement that it's a national sentiment. Many people saw it as a kind of U-turn by him, because he originally said he hangs his head in shame, and then he says it's a national sentiment. Forgetting the politics for a minute, you were there at the time. What were your personal feelings, if you could live through them once again for us?
Perhaps 10 or 15 days later, I wrote a couple of articles for the Indian Express. And I described that as the saddest day of my life.
You said that it was the saddest day. So what were your feelings as you watched it happen in front of you?
It was something, one loses control, that kind of situation. And we did lose control. And because one of the aspects of the entire movement and of the party to which I belong, and the organization in which I have had my upbringing since childhood, namely the RSS, discipline is an important attribute. And there suddenly you find that discipline is no longer there. And all that you are saying, even from the microphone, is not being heeded to. Till today, frankly, I do not know whether it was mob fury, a mob going out of control, or a small determined group which did not agree with the leadership of the movement, who thought that this should be done. I'm not clear in my mind, frankly.
But while you were sitting there, did you feel that this is a terrible mistake?
No, not the movement.
No, the demolition.
Yes, it's a terrible mistake, no doubt about it. In fact, I first asked Uma to go and pull them down and tell them not to do it. Then when she came back and she told me that there are people on the top who are speaking Marathi, they are not following me, I sent Pramod. Pramod went there and he also came back disappointed. And then I told the police officers who were with me that I would like to go there. They said, no, we will not allow you to go. We could not see the whole thing.
Would you also say, in a way, self-critically, that it was a failure of leadership, that you were playing with fire that got out of control?
It is a failure, of course. I would not deny that. And I remember the RSS leader, Raju Bhaiya, who was not there on the spot. His statement the next day said three things. Firstly, I condemn this demolition. Secondly, the words that he used were, it is against the ethos of the Sangha Parivar. And third, it has been a damage inflicted on our cause. Now this is the reflection, and I agree with what he says. It's three lines which fully reflect what is our feeling, those who are totally identified with the movement as such, but who see this demolition as something wrong.